All right. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening to this presentation today. I decided to do this presentation to this training. It's not a presentation, it's a training. And this training for the general group, not for our crypto, for everybody, because you need to understand investment and trading the crypto industry. You need to understand it because it's lack of understanding that makes a lot of people fail in this space. And why we look at people and say, oh, they are failing in the business is because they don't know. And one thing that baffles me is that there are people that don't believe that people make money in crypto because they, they buy the top most times. They buy the top and then they sell low, or maybe they buy the top and sell bottom and they lose money. So now you begin to look at it. Why did they believe that? It's because they've tried it. They've come into this space, used their money to buy something, maybe a coin, because of there's no direction, and they lose the money. So to them, people don't make money in crypto. And there are people who have been in the crypto space for years that have not made any money. They have not seen their portfolio grow. They may begin to buy because they see maybe the money has grown to $5,000, $10,000. Before you know, it moved down again to $3,000. So to them, they feel they are losing money. So they just begin to doubt themselves. Are they sure that people make money in this crypto space? But you are the type that believe that anyone can make money online. That's why you are either in this group or become part of this challenge. More especially those who are part of this challenge. They believe in it and they want to see, okay, what should I do? What are the steps to take? How should I be successful in this place? That is why you become part of this challenge. Or maybe you are in our group, you're not part of our challenge, but that's why you are in this group, because you felt you want to know more, you want to learn more. Because today I want to show you the main reasons most people fail in the crypto space. Because most people never made any money. They never made any money. They are in this space, but it's hard for them. And that is the reason why they don't even believe it. And they begin to work their heart out. They do all they can. I don't know the category there where you believe you belong to, whether is it that you don't believe that this is possible. Because if you have not made money and you stay for years in this space and you believe that this is not possible because you always buy the top and sell the bottom, or wherever you enter, or whatever, maybe you just buy something before you bought it, that's when it start going down. Or maybe you just sold and immediately you just saw the market will just start going up. Maybe you decided to just cut your loss, and that's when the market start going up. So you feel that there's a spirit around crypto space that doesn't allow you to make the right decision. So it is very bad. So there are three specific things that separate the winners in the crypto space and the losers. There are winners and there are losers. And there are those who don't even know how to figure out how to win. They don't know how to figure it out. They're just there. Winners will always win and losers will always lose. So more especially, if this is your first year in crypto space and you join this group, man, I would say you are the most luckiest person on earth in the crypto space. Because most of us have made mistakes. We are taught by wrong people. We do a whole lot of things. But I want to show you now. What are the things? Number one thing that you need to know that made a lot of people lose is wrong timing. I want you to have your notes with you, please, and note important things down. Wrong timing. Why do I say that this is the reason? Because maybe let's say you may go in at the wrong time. You want to start crypto and you start it at the wrong time. Maybe some bought Bitcoin. Let me use this instance. at 60,000. And before you know, that time, Bitcoin now went down to 30 something, and now it's 40 something. To them, they are losing money and they may decide to sell off. So many of them sold off. This thing doesn't work. I bought at 60, 64, 60 something, and now the whole thing went down to 30. Imagine that. That means if they put $1,000, it has become $500. But they don't forgot that there are times that we put money in crypto, $1,000 become $2. And we're still holding. As long as the developers' objectives are right. They don't understand that. So you may be that part of people. So you enter wrongly. You may be that you fall into a coin wrongly. You are seeing the coin going parabolic. And you felt, okay, let me go into what works. Your gut feeling may tell you to enter into the market. And you did. And luckily for you, maybe the coin is doing 50% and it still do another 50%, making it 100%. So you thought that's the right way. But don't know that that's what will be killing you. Next time you see a coin go about 20%, you decided to go, and the coin will now reverse minus 10% and 20. That means you have lose about 40% of your money. Wrong timing. So due to wrong timing, a lot of people lose money in crypto. And that's why we are here to understand when to enter and when to exit. You are here so that you'll be guided on the right timing, how to make the right call, and not to make the wrong call by entering wrongly. That's what we're here. Then number two is what I call the research method. I don't know the research method that you use. You know, when it comes to research method, there are so many research methods that we use in building crypto. To find out about good coins, when to enter, everything about it, because the research has to do with technical analysis, it has to do with fundamental analysis. It has to do with sentimental analysis. You need to do your research properly. But most people don't. You know, there's something that people always do when you come into crypto. They will just tell you, when after doing some certain things, they will say, do your own research. They will say, do your own research or not a financial advice. And they demand that you go and do research more. But there's no tools given to you on how to do the research. That's why we're here, so that we'll be able to show you tools to do research. But there's no tools given to you. It's not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Now you need to go and do research. How do you do research? There's no research. The next thing is that you go. So your research now is low. You don't have anything. You don't even know how to. But someone is giving you an information and saying, do your own research is not a financial advice. It's normal. They say it everywhere. You can see it in a Telegram group. You go to somewhere or whatever. Now, the reason why they say that is that when things go wrong, you don't hold anybody responsible. You know, not in this part of the world that people don't go to. I'm talking about those of you who are in Nigeria. People don't go to court like that. You know, people don't take things to heart. They move on. But if it is in the Western world and other places, any little thing, people can take you on. He told me. Nigeria like to say he told me, and then they will go to police. But this side, they will go to court, which is the normal thing. Then the court will look into it. Oh, you gave him a financial advice to do this thing. Also, you have the right to pay. You bear the fraud. So that's why they said it's not a financial advice. Now you need to go and do your research, but no research method given to people in the crypto space. And instead of them to belong to a place where they can come down and learn more on how to do the research in crypto space, no, they just want to belong, and we are in the Telegram and other places, you know, getting information that are half-baked information, let me call it that. Do your own research. They won't show you how. And it has made a lot of people to lose money. One, you're on your own when you make the research. So that is it. You need to be careful about what you do, because there is an element of figuring it out yourself. That is why it's important to know how to do some little research. There's an element of figuring it out yourself. You need to find that out. And if you are in this space, we are going to go into a lot of things about research, fundamentals, staking coins, and other things. We are going to go there. That's one of the trainings we are going to continue doing once we start our challenge proper. Because I have told us that it's not all about the money you make in the challenge, but it's the person you become in the process. The good crypto person, that someone will look at you and then you understand that you know what you are doing in the space. You are not just doing all the things because you want to do it. Now, the third one, which is, it makes all the difference, decision making. Decision making, that is just, let me put it this way, it's all about philosophy. Let me put it this way, it's all about philosophy. And that's the hardest part. Everything boils down to me is about decision. No, people don't understand that we're in a financial market. We're not joking here. This is a financial market. And when it comes to financial markets are all about psychology. It's about psychology. So you need to develop a philosophy that will create a psychology that will take you to the next phase in the financial market. Now, the way you make decisions at every time, even as you are in this challenge, the way you make decisions on what to buy, when we say this is what to buy, the decision you make at that time is what changes you, what determines where you will be at the end of this challenge. That's why I said this is just the wrong timing. You can take care of that. Research method, you can go down to get more research, but decision making is so important. And that's maybe I will take a little time to explain what I mean by this is it boils down to decision making to me. Now, when it talks about you need to figure some certain things out, that means you need to make decision for yourself. So now your emotional reactions, that form into your actions, that forms the actions, steps that you took in making that investment decision that will build your portfolio is what matters. Because this one, there's an emotion that will never go away, and that is fear. It will never go away when you want to make a decision. Now, we have trading views that will show you things about how things are gone. You have charts, we have technical analysis. That's what they take into consideration. And you are looking into all those things to make decisions concerning your trade, concerning your investment, concerning what you want to do. We are going to show you all that on how to make sure that these things, you make good decisions. And you don't make decisions that are one-sided. In case, because I've told us that anything about technical analysis is just a prediction. I can predict that they will score 2-0 in a match. Do you know that they can score 3 or maybe 1-0? They can even lose. It's a prediction. But one thing that some people make it look at, when you saw something in the chat, they just say, it is going to happen this way. It must be like this. And for that forms your decision most times. Now, someone will just come and then look at something and then say it, and people are making emotional decisions about crypto based on that. Now, when you look at the best way to do something, if you take what we call, factual and logical approach to any decision that you want to make, is better than you making a rational decision. Now, in everything that we do in life, anything that you want to do in life, there is a time that you need to make decision and someone will tell you, you know what, you need to just sleep on this matter. Maybe you're hungry. Maybe you want to make a decision and that decision is not, you just feel that maybe, man, you have to calm down, and then look at something before you make a decision. You say, please, I know you are not in the right frame of mind now, but please, can you sleep over this matter? Can you sleep over this matter? Do you know why he said that? Why he said that is because in that moment, you might make a different decision that you would make the next day when you had more time to think about it. Most people go on Telegram, or YouTube or anywhere, somebody will say that the coin is going to go down now, or maybe even in our group. Somebody will say, you need to go and sell your market now, everything. Immediately, emotional decision will just set in. You just rush in immediately to start selling your coin back to this thing because you didn't even come down to think about it. And maybe luckily for you, the market went go down that time. You see, this person is a genius. Then he will come back again and tell you the same thing again. You say, when he told me the first one, he walked, you now go back again and the thing go against you. So that's why you need to think. You need to think. Now, one thing is that it's not just for you to just stay there all the time and be in the opposite side and paralyze fear all the time. Because where you will now say, okay, I want to make this decision today or tomorrow, and then you never make that decision. That's not the one I'm talking about. When I say sleep over something. Okay, now let me tell you, there are most of you who are here who didn't buy Bitcoin in 2015. Even though someone told you about it, you say you will do it. That's not the kind I'm talking about. You sleeping over matter and then procrastinating it. I'm not saying that. But in crypto, you don't just make decisions so rationally. You calm down and make decisions so that you don't make mistakes. You didn't buy those crypto. Most of you are regretting that today because you are fearful. You don't want to go and buy crypto. They told you cryptocurrency, blockchain is doing well. BTC is the good thing for you to buy now, but you didn't buy. Because it's not just people FOMOing or maybe euphoria or people just coming into crypto because they feel it's going to the moon. And then everybody wants to get into it that time that makes people to make bad decisions and lose money. No, it's not only that. People may make bad decisions to even sell at the wrong time. So when we say, oh, bad decision is about you FOMOing at the time, maybe the coin is going up, you FOMO into it, that's a bad decision. What about you selling at the wrong time? You made a decision. Now, another angle I want to bring about decision is that you may know someone that has been in crypto for a long time, made so much money, you know that this guy is making money in crypto, and you are close to him. And then you have all the information, yet you lose money. Because maybe you sold early. You didn't take the right decision. He gave you the information of what to do, and then he didn't come down to ask more questions, just like yesterday. Is it yesterday or Saturday? Yes, we had a training on Saturday. After the Saturday training, someone just came to me and said, okay, what happened is that you said that the coin might come down and then go back up again on Saturday and Monday. So that means I have to sell my Bitcoin. Thank God that he told me. I said, did you hear me properly? You just said it to yourself. I said that the coin will come down and then move up. That means I'm on the upside. So then why should you go immediately after the training? Why should you sell your Bitcoin? Do you need money? He said, it's not like that. I said, why do you want to sell? Even if I say it will drop and then it will go back up, that means even if it drops, it's going to go back up. Then why are you selling? because I said it will drop. Okay, it will drop and it will go back up. Do you know how many minutes or how many hours it will take for it to go back up? Or maybe even if it stays more than Monday and then Tuesday, but I said it will go back up because the trend says so. Then why do you want to sell? He said, okay. Then today again, he come back again. He said, thank God I didn't sell, but are you sure that the market will go to 45? I say, yes, you go to 45. We're expecting 45, 46 before a retrace and then a movement. So why are you asking? He said, I want to know if I will sell. You know, people just want to sell. I don't understand. So this is something, so you may know somebody and still make wrong decisions. So now, you know, when you come into decision making, to me, decision making that most people do is that they feel that they know too much. Some people feel that they know too much. They are like one-sided strategy person. They have one-sided strategy. They know one strategy. Maybe they are good technical analysts. They are chartists. So they don't understand that this industry is built on 3 brains. And the 3 brains have to work together, not just one brain. It's like, this is a table that have 3 legs. And those 3 legs must be strong or else it will bend. The 3 legs is technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and sentimental analysis. So you need to understand, for those who are new, this is not rocket science. Just calm down. That's why we're here, to show you how to do those research so you can make the right decision. Those who understand this thing doesn't make rational decisions. They don't make decisions that will hurt them. One, you are here for long term. So why would you be afraid of short-term movement? That doesn't make sense. Now that the Bitcoin is going down, some altcoins will be hurting. It's normal. It will be hurting. It's only some top altcoins that will be coming up, and some who have good fundamentals that just go. So many altcoins will be hurting, but there will be altcoin season when Bitcoin get to, let's say, 40, you know, as it is now, 46, 47, and start going a little sideways. It didn't just have a sharp down. It start having, maybe moving a sideways like 47 to 45 plus, 46, go back to 47 and all that. Then the altcoins, when the market start going sideways, Bitcoin market start going sideways, altcoin season will start. So now, so many coins are making profit, they are not. Don't knowing that tomorrow, those coins that are not making profit will start their own. They will go and FOMO into the coins that are making profit. You know, it is very wrong to make, and then to them, that's what they know. They will tell you more about only what they know. Please, this industry is built on 3 brains. You need to understand that very well, or else you'll be making a mistake of your life. You will stay. This year, I want everybody here to now know crypto to a point where nothing shakes you anymore, because the institutional trader investors are coming into crypto every day. I'm going to show you one. And for that reason, you don't need to lose guard, or else you miss everything. You miss everything if you do that. Because, you know, let me tell you one thing. Technical analysis may say Bitcoin will drop. But one big news can change all that. It happens, and I'm going to show you what changed there are many things, but because of time, I'm going to show you one of the things that just changed the face of crypto. Yet the other day I showed you a little where the whole finance ministers and everything are not talking about crypto. They want to have it even in their meeting, G20. I don't know if Nigeria is involved. They are going to talk about, but these are the top nations of the top 20 nations of the world. Nigeria is not there. So if these top 20 nations of the world are discussing crypto, their central bank governors, their finance ministers are there, and that is one of their main discussions, something is going to happen. That means what we're looking for altcoin season is going to happen, because it's within that altcoin season that even the chart said that this thing are going to help to make it happen. That's a good thing to us. That's bullish news for me. So whatever happens, you need to make sure that your decisions are on a 50-50 basis, or maybe a 60-40 basis. Okay, I saw that Bitcoin is going to go up, or maybe it's going to go down, but now let me enter 50% or 40% of my money and leave the other one. If it goes down, I buy more. If it now goes up, I said, okay, I now wait. If there will be a drop, and then I'll enter. Not that when it goes up, you now decided to FOMO in. No, you still keep your USDT and watch the market and see where it will drop to. Then you can see if you can get the bottom and then right back up. That's the best way to trade. You understand? You can't judge your decision based on the best possible outcome. You have to, so no matter what, you can't make the best decision all the time. You just need to know that. You can't make the best decision all the time, but you must try as much as possible to do the right thing. We've made mistakes. I've been in this space. I've seen that. I've been very well off, and I've made money in crypto. That's the truth. I've done well, and I'm still doing well. But let me tell you, it's just because I made mistakes here. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I am still learning every day. But whenever I make mistake, I always learn from my mistake. And I call it, I've told people that whenever I make such mistake, I call it school fees. Oh, I paid school fees, that means I will not make this thing again. I look for way forward. I don't shout. I don't feel bad. It's all about going. And because of that, I've been making progress steady. So no matter the decision you make, don't feel bad about it. That you sold a coin, that's your decision, and the coin start going back and you are thinking about it, your heart is hurting, you are feeling bad. For what? It has gone. There are other opportunities. So forget about it and face the other one. So like most of you made decision and told you to sell your Midas, you made profit. You understand? But now the Midas is going, and I still said that Midas have a long way to go. But for those who have extra cash, I bought it at $17, no problem, because I said it's going to 400. I'm talking about this year, but more than this year is going more than that. So that means there's still room for you to enter. I don't know the price now. So, but we need to understand that when you make decision and sell your market, forget you made that decision. Don't feel bad about it. It's you that made it. So now, in conclusion of this one, before I go to show you some certain things in the website, I just want you to know that there are three things you need to know. And I've said it earlier that you need to just get that. One is timing. Find a good time to enter the market. Don't enter wrongly. If you enter wrongly, even those who entered 60,000, if they didn't sell, the market will cross 60,000. It will cross 100. It will cross 200. It's a matter of time. Then your research arsenal. What do you have to do research with? Do you know how to do research? That's why we're here, to learn how to do research and how to go into all that. Then your decisions. What's your decisions? What are you making? When are you making your decisions? To enter or to leave? Don't make it in a haste. Somebody just post something in a WhatsApp group or in a Telegram group or anything. Somebody will just go and make decision immediately because he said so. Maybe you have said one that worked for you. The next thing you go, you didn't calm down to something. What did this person say that I'm not saying? You begin to look at it properly so that you can make the right decision for yourself. At the end of the day, you are in this business for yourself and for your family. So don't make decisions that will take you out of business. That's one thing you need to understand, because we are all here. That's why we're here. Please, if you are new, understand there is more to this business than you just rushing in and rushing out of the market. And when you do that, so now let me go to the website to show you some things that I want you to know. Now, based on what I'm talking about, the decision, we look at the charts. You get it? So when we look at the chart, we find out that it said that. You look at it here. We find out later that day, when I saw this, I said, yeah, Kraft superfood chain, Everbowl, announces moving to the Bitcoin standard. It'll be like when you look at the gold standard. So now the man said, you know, he said, California-based craft superfood chain, Ebro, will now run its business operation of Bitcoin standard and is converting cash reserves to Bitcoin. Look at what the CEO says. Look at what the CEO said here. He said, we have concluded that running the business exclusively on cash isn't the most advantageous, nor the safest method of running a business in 2022 and beyond. Do you see that? Business environment are changing. I understand that it is still early in terms of corporate adoption, as well as government adoption of Bitcoin, but we plan to make a contribution to this cause by leading with our example. A disruptive growth company should always position itself ahead of the pack. They are still thinking that they are early, and take the lead by adopting new technologies early rather than late. We believe it's a matter of when. Look at this, very important. This statement makes all the difference. We believe that it's a matter of when, not if, that Bitcoin standard will become the gold standard. So people are coming into this. Because of that, even when the thing was low, Jeb Bush bought so many people, billionaires, millionaires in US are buying Bitcoin. Now look at it now. He said here, it is my responsibility to constantly keep an eye out for threats facing the company. In light of the excessive disbursement of the US dollar, coupled with a 39-year high inflation rate, we knew we had to rethink our treasury strategy. Many of them are rethinking. Upon learning more about the Bitcoin standard and exploring the path ahead, it becomes more apparent that our organization must adopt it. It becomes more apparent that they must adopt Bitcoin. The value of the cash within our company is eroding at an unsustainable rate. I strongly encourage all business leaders. Look at what they're saying here. I just want to pinpoint what is changing the whole thing. He said, I strongly encourage all business leaders to, at a minimum, do their own research on Bitcoin to better understand the strategy. It's not only Bitcoin, do their own research on cryptocurrency to better understand the strategy. This is something that we need to know. Even look at what they said here. This is another thing. This is adoption. He said, Everbowl is also offering its employees the option to be paid in Bitcoin and has plans to formally announce this soon. Listen, adoption is happening, my friend. When you see the dip that we see, most of us are praying for the coins to go down. There are reasons, more especially those coins that we take as our primary coins. We are asking for them to go to deep so that we can accumulate more. Those ones that we already have, all of you, I believe, have Shiba. All of you maybe have Luna, Avast. We bought all those coins, Mati, Cardano, you can Sandbox, Gala, Mana. These are coins that you can't tell me you don't have. Yes, I know some people don't have it because maybe you joined us this year, you are not part of Solana. Okay, some may not have that because when we talk about Solana, majority were not here when we bought it, and other things like that. The Midas, okay, some people may have sold because they couldn't wait for it to mature, but now we're here for you to wait for coins to mature. Now, I've told us that we have about 10 years. I don't think it will get to 10 years because the way institutional investors are coming into crypto and saying, look at what he said here. He said that I strongly encourage all business leaders to, at a minimum, do their own research on cryptocurrency. He said Bitcoin, to better understand the strategy. You need to understand this thing So with all this information, that's what takes Bitcoin to the next phase. That means so many people, the poor, were selling and expecting a drop, while the rich were going to buy the dip. That maybe we may not get it this cheap anymore. Sentiment, because what the technical analysis said, there will be a drop. Even when you look at the technical analysis, there are some that were contradicting each other. Some were looking at it uptrend based on past trend. So I'm saying, okay, there will be a little drop and then a sharp move. But instead of it to go the little drop and a sharp move, after all, everybody's saying up. It now moved up. The sentiment just take over everything and take it up. That's why you can't make decisions like that without you coming down. What we are looking at today, that the market should not end, at least it should not close below 43. If it didn't close below 43, that is it. That's it. So now we are looking at, if you go to, Glassnode, it's a Bitcoin bottom in. This is just today. The price of Bitcoin, to me, it has just shown the bottom at 32. That's when it showed the bottom. At 32, when it showed the bottom here, okay, these are hours. I will come to this later. So when it showed 32 here, look at the 32 here, this last one. When it get to that 32 plus, you do 32 plus something, that's when I know that we have already touched the bottom. We're expecting the bottom to be here, or here. So this one, that's 36 plus. We're expecting it to come at this last one here, making it at 36. Okay, this last one, yeah, that's this last one. And we're looking at 36 plus, but it didn't go there. It crossed 36 and go to 35, 34, 33, 32, and get down to 32. So when we are looking at it, somebody asked me immediately this thing move up and said that Ethereum came down to 1,900 and something, and 1,800 and something, that he didn't buy. Am I sure if Ethereum will get down to that? I said, I'm believing that 32 is the bottom of this market. Based on what the trend, we are looking at the trend here, what has happened here, and then we're looking at what happens. When I was explaining the trend, I look at what happens here after we have gotten this cross here, this dead cross, and the dead cross that we have here. So which after the dead cross, it went down, and after down, it started going up, which after the dead cross, it went down here, and then it moved up. So with this down that I'm seeing here is the bottom. I said, even if it comes down, it cannot get to 32, because when it came down here, at this point, when it came down here, it was 28. The second bottom didn't get to that price. I said, even if it comes down, if you are lucky, but it cannot get to 32 again, based on the trend that we're checking. So with that being said, it's not that this thing is heading for it. Now it has crossed. What we want it to do now is to cross other moving average and be on top. And once it's on top, the upcoming season has started. So we're expecting that today the market should not close less than 43,000. And once it didn't close less than 43,000, that means there's a movement upward. Again, until we get to a point where it will get to, we're looking at 46, 47, then there will be a little drop and then a movement again. Because when you look at it, there was a drop here. When you get to this point, it dropped and then take off again. So we're expecting that to happen at this point, maybe somewhere here. So that means the drop is not going to be much, maybe about 2 or 3 days, because here it's almost 3 days drop and then it take off. So within the 3 days drop, some people will even panic. Hey, the market is about, you may extend it to 4 days and then take off again. You need to understand these things and not just rush into trying to sell your market because you want to make, to show that you're making the right decision. You are not. The market, the way it is now, the institutional investors are coming in and they want to make sure they take you out of business. And if you're not careful, you will let them. Now you can use this one as well to be checking. This is, or else we've been looking at it. This is the daily. But the main one, you can use the 1 week chart here. When you use the 1 week, it will just let you know when the coin is going and all that. Then the 1 week chart, that's what we're trying to check now. Let me restart it again. Restart the system. Then you now look at, okay, 1 day chart, when the whole thing is showing, using the Oros indicator is showing up and down when the market is going up and when it's coming down, so that you know when to enter and when not to enter. As you are entering the market, you know the pairs and all that. You can use that to check, okay, this is 1 week, and the 1 week is still showing there's an uptrend within the week. And even when you go within the day, and all that is coming up, within the day, it's still showing. You can check the day, change it to the days in order to know where it's going, how is it going. Don't just have to move. At least this is a little about, just a little about technical analysis. Okay, you are not good at technical analysis. You can use this, the Oros system to now check it. For now, they're saying it's free, but with time, they say they are going to be charging people. And most people, if you are not logging into your account often, there will be a time that they will ask you to pay if you are coming to use the system. Their system is really working. They are building a lot of things. You know, we have the coin, but I said if you don't have enough money because it's capital intensive, you may sell the coin when you are in profit and then use it for a much smaller coin where you make money. But the coin is really good. They have good use cases for people. This is on a daily chart time frame. It's showing there's an up day and all that. It has not showed any sign of coming down. Look at it in 1 week as well. Look at the 1 week chart. It's still showing the same thing. So it's still an uptrend in 1 week. So that means this is something you look along, because this is more accurate one, the 1 week aspect of it. You can use it to check. You don't need to know how to plot chart, plot this and all that. You can put in volume. You can just come to the indicator aspect of it here now, and then there are other indicators you can use. Here you don't need a trading view. You can get all these indicators here. Anything you want to, even moving exponential moving average is here and other ones. Then, but if you want to use the Oros indicator, you click on it. This first one is that one that we'll just be doing, and then we have the fear and the greed. Just to know, we have the Oros lines, and then we have the TD sequel, the demand index, and all that. Just looking at, when you click on it, anyone you click, it will just show, to just open up. So that's so that you'll be able to now look at what is happening and how you do and all that. So it's as simple as that. You don't need to, just you can see that it's just going up weekly, and put it on daily. You can use it to just, watch your chart and do your business very, very well. These are simple things that all of us should know. Simple things that all of us should know in order to build your business and build it very well. So now, I think most of us have understood at least the 3 reasons why a lot of people fail in crypto and why you need to safeguard those things. Your timing is very important. There are people, when the thing was down, we are looking, even if you get to that 32, your timing to enter, and even expect, they say it's going to go to 30. Okay, if you go to 32 and go down to 30, I will still buy. You enter 50% or 20% of your money and then keep the other one. If you now drop again, you put it back. If you didn't drop, you burn it and start going. Don't put everything into the market. So that when anything happens, you can now get more of it. The market is getting dicey by the day. Institutional investors are not ready to leave the market. This thing is getting clearer by the day. Listen, forget about this 4-year cycle of wrong. It's not there anymore for me. Because what are we talking about boron? Okay, people see Bitcoin heaven, and then they now heard that, whenever there's a heaven, the other time that people will come in. So it just builds sentiment towards it, and everybody comes into it and feel, okay, we have all generated the boron. No, that's just what happened. So now at this point in time, people don't need the heaven to enter into the heaven, to enter into crypto. They already know that this thing we are even missing out. So they are coming in. You watch out what will happen this year, and that will make you to be a better trader and a better investor in the crypto space. So I appreciate you today, and then I know that you continue to do the right thing as you follow our instructions, even in the in our Telegram group, or maybe in our WhatsApp group. and God will richly bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.